Hi everyone, welcome back to Car Update, where we bring you everything about the most incredible cars ever made. Today, we're diving into something truly fascinating, a what-if scenario. What if Bugatti had built the Veyron back in 1960? Imagine a retro-futuristic take on one of the most legendary hypercars ever. The Bugatti Veyron, as we know it, was introduced in 2005. Setting records with its 8.0 litres quad-turbo W16 engine and a top speed of over 250 miles per hour. But what if Bugatti had attempted something similar in 1960? Back then, Bugatti was in a decline, having produced its last real car, the Type 101, in the 1950s. But let's say they had the vision, the resources, and the technology to build a high-performance supercar. A 1960s Veyron would have been vastly different from the modern one. First, the design would reflect the era's aesthetics: long, sleek, and elegant, with flowing curves inspired by classic Bugattis like the Type 57 Atlantic. It would likely have featured a lightweight aluminium or even hand-beaten steel body, with a front-engine layout rather than the mid-engine design we see today. Now, let's talk about the engine. The W16 quad-turbo setup would have been nearly impossible to engineer in 1960, but Bugatti could have aimed for a massive naturally aspirated V12 or even a supercharged V8. One possible option could be a 7.0 litres V12 producing around 400 horsepower, an insane figure for the time. This would have made it one of the fastest cars of its era, rivaling the Ferrari 250 GTO and the Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato. As for speed, a 1960 Bugatti Veyron wouldn't have reached 250 miles per hour, but it could have pushed past 180 miles per hour, making it one of the world's fastest cars. The transmission would likely have been a 5-speed manual, as automatic transmissions of the time were sluggish and heavy. The car's aerodynamics would be more in line with Le Mans racers of the period, with their long, streamlined body and perhaps even some early form of active aerodynamics, like adjustable flaps. Inside, we'd expect a luxurious yet minimalistic cockpit. Hand-stitched leather, wooden trim, and analog gauges would dominate the interior. Bugatti has always been about luxury as well as performance, so this retro Veyron would be no exception. However, the biggest challenge would be the technology. In 1960, tire technology, aerodynamics, and cooling systems weren't advanced enough to handle the power and speed of a car like this. That means a 1960s Bugatti Veyron would have been an engineering marvel but also a nightmare to maintain, just like the real Veyron today. So, could a 1960 Bugatti Veyron have existed? Maybe not in reality, but in an alternate universe where Bugatti had stayed at the top of the game. It's fun to imagine. Let me know in the comments. So what do you think a 1960 Veyron would look like? Would it be front engine or mid-engine, naturally aspirated or supercharged? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Car Update for more amazing automotive content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.